Good YouTube and everybody, thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because it really helps the channel out. Let's talk about McFarlane Toys Curse of Spawn. This is available now for order and the links are down in the basement. But guys, let's go ahead and roll them off the stand and let's get started. Okay, for the appearance, now the figure itself, if you're looking at it, it looks really good. It's McFarlane, the spawns, it looks nice, right? Not bad. You can see Plague spawn over there. Just want to have Plague back there because I want to show you some of the reuses. It's not much. They pretty much deviated from the reuses, kind of added extra things to them, but you can tell by looking at it, it's a reuse, right? But that's not a bad thing. So taking a look at him here, if you look at him in the comments, I'm gonna put a picture up. He's more exaggerated with his bones. His bones are much bigger. They're coming out more. They're bulky and stuff like that. He only just have a few things here, and the color of his bones are white in the comments, and these are not white at all. It's just brown. And then you don't have any white at all. It matches the paint on his legs and this logo, but where it's just not like it is in the comic. The comic has it in white colored bone, and we're not getting that from this. I mean, it looks good, but it's not accurate with the comics. And this is Todd's thing, so I'm not understanding that, right? And then as you can see, the face looks pretty good. I think it does. I don't think it looks bad at all when you look at it, right? I can't say it's a reuse because look how small Plague's head is. It's got to be from another character for the reuse, or not. It might be a new head entirely. But as you can see it, let's start with the bones on top that they come all around to its back. That looks really awesome, right? Take a look at that. And then when you look at how it comes over to his shoulders, I don't have an issue with that, right? Not at all. That actually looks pretty decent. But like I said, he's more exaggerated. The bones are coming out of him a lot more different. So take this for instance. He does have a tint of blood on his sides there, like he's been in a battle. On each side of his obliques, he does have a kind of reddish tint, right? Kind of burgundy color. Yeah, he does. Okay, so what I was saying about his belt, you see his diaper. Okay, yeah, the diaper. If you say the diaper, yeah, it's a diaper. It's a different diaper because it's got sculpting on it. But if you look in the comments, in the middle where the skull is, that's supposed to be protruding out and have horns. That's what I've seen in the comments. This is more flat, and that's it. Not saying it looks bad, but it's just not comic accurate if you think about it. And then he has bones on the sides there, right? You see it. And also, that bones is his diaper, which I said it doesn't look bad, but it's crazy, right? Bones here on the back of the legs and whatnot, okay? So we see it from a distance here, right? And we got the photos up and you're getting your comparisons in. What do you think? Am I too hard on it? But that's what you look like. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. I'm gonna get these lights the way I need to. That way we can see them better, okay? Okay, so look at it. My thoughts on this, I got them close enough. The face looks really good. You see the face? Look at that. Not bad. I mean, you can add a little bit of shine to it, so you can get that sticky effect, that Spawn sticky body effect, if you know what I mean, right? Especially where the brown is. Yeah, that'd be awesome. The eyes could be a little bit better. I don't know how you make them look more luminant, but they need to be shinier than what they are. They'll go to the top of your head there. Not bad. And these are the bones I'm talking about. You see a little bit of white here. It's hard to tell. It's hard, but most of this is brown. I mean, look at that. That's brown colored, right? Very strange on that. Looking at that and seeing that it's not white. It's just really strange. There goes the logo on his body, going all the way down to his lower abdomen, to the diaper. And there goes that tint I was telling you about, right? Just a little tint of burgundy there on each side. Of course, you're looking at the figure. I could tell that it is a reuse. Let me show you up close. Yeah, I mean, you should look at it and you can tell, right? I mean, this is not an argument, right? It's a reuse for sure. and then you touch it up with many different things, and then you hide the reuse, right? No surprise there, right? But Plague of Spawn is a good looking figure. Okay, so you see that? Let's go ahead and look at the thing I was talking about on this diaper. You see how the skull is just flat? Well, this is supposed to be an actual skull and actually have horns on it. Yeah, for sure. Goes all the way around to the diaper. There you have it. And it do have it on the sides of the legs. This would be neat if it, even though the logo is in that gold color, the bones need to be white. That's all I'm saying. Keep everything else gold, the lines on his legs and whatnot. That's fine. The feet are fine. The hands look pretty good as well. But just give us some white bones. That's what we need on here. And they need to be more exaggerated, bulging out, just crazy. And you're not getting that vibe when you see him, right? When you look at this guy, you're not getting that Curse of Spawn vibe, right? You kind of see it, but it's not wow. And it's crazy that he stands very good, because most of the spawns that you get, it's hard for them to stand. But you see the appearance here. You got it. Let's go ahead and look at it one more time. Just in the back. We're just gonna look at the back way, show you that. Woo-hoo. I mean, that looks really good. I can't complain. Black wash inside it, just make it white. But it's not exaggerated enough, right? It's just not. In my opinion. What are your thoughts? Okay. And that will do it for the appearance. I thought he thought it looked good. I guess I failed. Okay, for the scale, just wanted to show you a few figures for a reason. Okay, so you got two larger figures here, right? You can see Medieval Spawn and also Monolith. Monolith is the big guy in the back. And of course, you have the Curse of Spawn. And then you have Plague Spawn, right? He's Plague Spawn, okay? You have them there, right? So you see the size comparison, and you can also see a little bit of reuse with Plague and Curse there. Not completely reused, but enough to see a couple details there, right? But looking at them all together, this is the Spawn collection, so they should pair up well. But you guys, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think they look good together as is with these four or not? Let me know. But that'll do it for the scale. Okay, so let's step into it. The POA, the points of articulation. So the articulation is going to be pretty decent, being that the fact that I don't have to force them because I'm feeling it. So that's fine. Let's see how much the limitation of the head does with the bones. I don't think it, because it's separated, so it should be all right. Your head movements are okay. If you're looking down, you're fine. I'm him. So that's not a problem. You have tilts there. That's okay as well. So no issues there, right? Looking up seems to be an issue. Yep, so you're probably on a ball and socket, and the head behind there is an issue. If you look at it, that's gonna be a problem, right? So the head movements looking straight is fine, but if you're trying to look up, you're gonna have issues with this ball and socket. Side to side is fine. Everything's fine there, right? Okay, flexibility there, right? Okay. And then your arms, your arms there are in the latch system. You can rotate them inside how you like, right? And then they do, like I said, they have the latch, right? You do have your bicep swivel. You can see the cut there. It does move if you need it to, right? Arms, 2 pins. That refers to the double joint. It's there for you. And the hands are, they can be interchangeable, but you don't have any extra pair of hands. So you can use, being that these are interchangeable, yes they are, you can use, other spawns as well as them, so you can go ahead and use different hands, right? You can use Plague spawns, I can't think of anybody else, Ninja Spawn, and you might be able to switch hands out on that. That's the same on both sides. They do rotate very well. Everything's good, right? So it's nothing very, I'm not stressing anything here. Of course, you have your lower sternum rotations, waist rotations there, right? There you go. And there goes more of that, like I said, that burgundy on the sides there. Okay, so that's fine there. Legs, they're gonna be on the click flies there, right? As you can see, the double jointed pins. If you look here, pin there, you're gonna have the double jointed legs as well, right? not a problem. Okay, and then the feet for themselves, which cause a lot of problem for standing, being that they're on the rocker on the outside. And then you have your outside joint here, which is crazy. Look at that there. Let's go ahead and focus that in. Let me focus that in for you really much better. There you go. You see that? That's okay, but it do rock, and it do have the pivot in the toe. Right? Same on both sides. So the figure itself on the articulation is not that bad. I'm not mad at it at all. A few things that I don't like, but we'll talk about that in the pros and cons. And that'll do it for the POA. Okay, for the packaging, pretty basic. We've seen Spawn's packaging before. It doesn't seem like they change much, only in size they do. But if you take a look at it, you can see the action figure and all the accessories inside a bubble. Of course, he's got his iconic green flames in the back with the trading card and the action figure base. And as you see on the front of the panel, you do have some red with a green line going down. At the bottom, Spawn, Curse of the Spawn, right? And if you take a look at the side panel, of course, you'll be getting Spawn and you get some artwork from Spawn, right? McFarlane Toys at the bottom, nothing new there. And you will get an open window cut out on the other side with Spawn and McFarlane Toys on the bottom, right? And if you take a look at the top, it's just an open window cutout, nothing really fancy, no sayings on top. And if you flip it over to the back side, there is the same artwork as on the other side panel. And there you have it. Nothing really crazy about the packaging, pretty basic. And that'll do it for the outside of the packaging. And for the inside of the packaging, it's pretty basic. You can see the trading card and the action figure base in plastic. I keep my trading card in plastic to keep it in mint condition. If I want to read what's on the back, I just go online and check it there, right? In the action figure base, it stays right where it's at. And if you look in the back, of course, the iconic green flames in the background, you can actually take that out of the box and use it as a mini diorama, right? Be creative, right, creators? Okay, so that will do it for the outside of the packaging. Okay, for my pros and cons. My cons are, it doesn't come with any accessories. It has to come with something. It doesn't matter what it is, any weapon, shape, or form, even the background, something on the ground, skulls, something. He's a Curse of Spawn. That's depressing. He's just by himself. So a big con there. Do not like that. Okay, for the pros are, if the figure does look good and it stands well, I'm shocked about that. I think the bones, even on the diaper, I think they look good. I think they look good, right? But they just lack the color, but it still looks good. The articulation's pretty basic. Nothing new there. If you're looking at your Spawns, they do pretty decent and they hold decent, right? So the articulation doesn't limit me much. Doesn't limit me to where I can't do the poses I need. So it's okay. So for me, I'm gonna have to give the figure a 6 out of 10. Let me know what you give it, guys.
And you guessed it, you can get it at Bigbadtoystore.com. Just check out Bigbadtoystore.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out! And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.